Hey, Solid Mustang, how's everyone doing tonight? Hope everybody out in YouTube land is having a good evening. I hope you're able to get on Battlefield because I haven't been able to. I had a group of guys all set up Saturday night, and I was going to get on here. Actually, it was going to be a total of 9 people, 8 others and myself, and I was just going to be spotting and just show you how powerful spotting targets can be and how they blow them up, because we tear people up. We had a score of about 1,000 to 250 where we destroyed another team because my buddy who's in a bomber, and I tell you, Kush can just drop it right on the spot. And it doesn't matter even on the marking here if it's fog or whatever, they can still see it. So, but anyways, I was going to do all that, and I'm sorry, I gotta go on a little rant here. EA servers were down. Now, I don't care if you're Activision, EA. I don't care if it's Raven Software, Infinity Ward, DICE, Ubisoft. I don't care. I don't care. I'm tired of the excuses. I want a product that works. And part of it's our fault. We want these great and awesome graphics. You know what? I will take B+, A- graphics instead of the A+ graphics we've been getting, and have a game that works when I plug it in. When I pop the disc in, or actually in my case, when I click the app spot and say, okay, I want this to work when I'm ready to go. And I'm tired of excuses, and I really don't care. I don't care if they were hacked. I don't care. If they were hacked, they should have better security. These hackers aren't using old technology or new technology to do it. They're doing the same tricks over and over again. You know what? Learn from it. Make a better server. You know, they flooded up the server. You should have some way to go, okay, we see what's coming. We see what's happening. We're able to divert this off so it doesn't affect the people playing the game. Now, I'm not talking about now if Microsoft or Sony get hacked. That's a whole different thing. I don't blame the game makers and game developers and everything else for that. I'm talking about when EA servers went down over the weekend like it did. Which, by the way, we pay extra for EA servers. So what am I paying for? Because you have to have EA access to play this, which I think is a load of crap. Nobody else does that. And these companies make billions. That's where they be, billions of dollars. I expect it to work. I don't expect the whole server system to fall apart in the first week and a half. Yet, game after game after game, you're seeing bad quality. I don't care if it's Destiny. I don't care if it's Call of Duty. I don't care if it's Battlefield, FIFA. I don't care. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. I don't want to hear any more excuses. So if you work for these companies, hey, take notice. People are getting tired of this. I know a lot of guys on there who are just livid. And hey, they go play other things. Battlefield, you're competing now with Titanfall 2. Back to the matter, you are. And, all of a sudden your servers aren't working. What are they doing? They're firing that thing up. Now, how many of them say, I like this game better? How many of them, look at Division. Division's a great example. Good game, good concept. There's a lack of quality in there, and they lost everything. They just had a big update. No one cared. That game died. And he had a game that really could have done something. They had all of New York to play with, and Division completely botched it. The makers of Division. And it's a shame because that was a good game. And it could have been a great game, but they completely blew it apart. Destiny's been okay. They've had some good things. They've had some not so good things. It took them over a year, though, to get their servers straight. And that's ridiculous. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear all the other excuses. I expect quality. I'm pumping in, anywhere from 60 to you know, in some cases $200 for a game. Yeah, if you buy the deluxe editions, you know, the big editions or whatever. I want it to work right. You know, I want that to work the way it's supposed to. I want it to work when I decide to use it. So, anyways, let's get into the scouts. I'm done ranting on that. Quality is the main thing, okay? Quality. Whatever you're doing in life, just put some pride into it. You know, if you're going to make video games or if you're going to be whatever, pride, professionalism, quality. Just get that in there. Alright. So being a scout, dude, you can massively score being a scout by just scouting. And what I mean is take those binoculars, those periscope binoculars, and mark targets. You saw me marking them at the beginning of the video. You know, marking up the targets. You could also see, you know, I got this guy here I didn't mark, and I didn't mark him on purpose. I knew where he was, and I'm like, you know, I'm not going to mark him. And you saw how he kind of sneaks up on you. Well, it's the same thing in a multiplayer game. You know, you should be able to mark people up, and people will go after those targets. They pop up, that little red diamond pops up, people start firing at it. Now, my friends, they sit there, airplanes, even in the fog or sandstorms, the airplanes still drop right on target. We clear outs. Oh, I forget the map. Was it Suez or something like that? Whatever the sand map is, where people like to go sit up on the hill. It's got the fortress. Sorry, I don't know all the names yet. And you know how people love to sit up there and snipe? Get out a pair of binoculars. Get in some place, you know, behind rocks, and pop that thing up so the periscope part's up above those rocks, and start, you know, marking. You know, you'll see the gunfire. Marking those things. Mark those spots, and then watch people target those things. You got the field cans, especially with the airplanes, and just drop them. Or when the behemoth is around, oh my god, you want to tear up a team with the behemoth? Say you're behind, start right bumpering everything, and watch things just evaporate, and watch your score go through the roof. Dude, I've gotten so many extra war bonds by marking because you gain achievements for this. And dude, I'm telling you, you can get massive amounts of war bonds, you can get all the guns you want, everything else. You can rank up your score real fast. I mean, it's insane. I went from 23 to 28 in no time flat just marking. And I won where a buddy of mine, cuz he was in a bomber. I think I ranked 3rd or 4th. I think it was 4th overall. And I only had like 7-8 kills because I would cap off. Flags, but then also it was all the things he was. Oh my god, I had so many spot ribbons. It wasn't, or mark, whatever they do now. I had so many of those. It wasn't even funny. I mean, I probably had a good 30 or 40. I wish it came up with assist it had on there from where he was bombing and stuff like that. It was insane. I mean, it was absolutely insane. He was using the bomber with the fire bombs. And shoot that one a little high. And then shoot this one a little high. Aim low on this tank. So yeah, be a scout and mark these things. You'd be surprised how well it works. The other thing it works really well at, those binoculars, is giving you a range. It's also a rangefinder. And it'll tell you how far away that target is once you mark it. And you can really utilize your sniper that way. The other thing you can do as an anti-sniper technique, if you've got you and a couple other people, squish, is you're sitting there like that, and I think it still has the glint. And people will sit there and shoot at your glint thinking it's a sniper scope. When in actuality, it's your little periscope sticking up and they're not hitting anything. You're hearing it hit the rocks or whatever you're behind. Just sit down there and watch, just mark those snipers where those rounds are coming off. And watch people absolutely lay waste to these guys. And trust me, you can score. So don't worry about having the massive kill counts and everything else, and your KD and your KD ratios and all that kind of crap. That's not what this game's all about. Now, if you're playing domination, or if you're playing team deathmatch, obviously it's not going to be quite as much, but at the same time, it can still help out, especially if you're in trouble. If you're low on ammo and you got guys running around you, mark them real quick, get to a spot where you can sit back and just sit there and watch everybody else take care of it, and then you can reload up.
A single order wouldn't be
anyways, I'm going to take this tank up to the village here, and this is how I complete the whole mission. By the way, I don't pick up any more of the little, messages. I just go kill everything. So, how you do that? By using the tank. So, it's a good time. It takes care of the flamethrowers and stuff like that you find. So, it's fun. So anyways, don't be afraid to be a scout. And if you ever get into developing something like video games and stuff like that, remember, quality is everything. Thanks a lot for watching. Solid Mustang. Catch you soon.